Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, class. Today's lesson is regarding a party, okay, that you will be going to, okay, and you will be asking questions at this party to the people that you meet. You will be receiving invitations about an 18-year birthday party, and the person's name is John. He is 18 years old, and he has invited all of you to his birthday party. At this birthday party, you will mingle with the crowd, and you will ask questions. You will introduce yourself to these people. They will introduce themselves to you, but you will ask them questions, and then you will come back to the class, and you would explain to the class or share with the class what you learned about the people that you met. Some of the possible questions are you a friend of John? Because John is the person that invited you to the party. What is your name? How long have you known him? Are you a family member of John? Are you a friend of John? Are you having a good time? These are just some of the questions that I posted on here, but there are more questions in the handout that you will be receiving later on. You do have some blank papers on the desk. I want you to take that paper with you so that you can write the information to some of the questions that are on the board on your paper so that it'll be easy for you to come back and share with us. I am going to give you some roll cards. In those roll cards, it is the name of the person that you happen to be. For example, I am going to give Brian Derek. Okay. I am going to give Shelby the roll card of Jessica. I am going to give Carrie the roll card of Samantha. And I'm going to give Freddie the roll card of Raul Smith. But before we do that, I do want to give you an idea of what it is that you're going to be doing. I brought a photo album of a party that I went to several years ago of a little boy who was 8 years old at the time of the party. The little boy is all grown up now, so obviously he's not 8 years old anymore. But I'm going to show you some of the pictures of the people that were at that party. For example, at this birthday party, we see the little boy that turned 8 years old. His name is Derek. We see a friend of the family named Elizabeth, and with Elizabeth is her husband, Saul. Okay. Here at the other picture here, we see an uncle of this little boy named Derek. Okay. His name is Jonathan. Here we see a group of little kids are in the pool. Okay. We see Peter, who's 5 years old. We see Elizabeth on this side, who's 10 years old. We see a couple of family members back here. We see George all the way back there, and we see Adalis all the way back there. Okay, and they're all having a good time, and they all happen to be friends and family members. So this kind of gives you an idea of what it is that you're going to be doing. Okay? Are there any questions? No questions. Do we know what we're going to be doing? Okay, so now I'm going to give you a few minutes to actually get up, mingle with one another, socialize with one another, and ask the questions. But before you do that, you are to introduce yourselves first. And then you may begin asking the questions. Okay? So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to go ahead and do that right now. Feel free to get up, socialize, write down all the information. And I'm going to be walking around. And if you need any help, you can just go ahead and ask me anything that you might need to ask. Go ahead.
You like the football? Pero football or football? No. You know? Pero grande music. Mucho bueno.
No. Very good, boys and girls. Okay, good job. You're doing a very good job.
Me, 19 years old. You like soccer? Me like soccer. Me like football. Okay. Okay. Very precise. You how long you know it?
Me too.
5 years? 5 years.
Very good. You have an idea. You're getting this. Very good. You may come back now to your seat. Very good, boys and girls. Very good. So you have an idea of what it is when you go out to a birthday party or any kind of celebration and you meet people. These are the type of questions that you would be asking one another. Okay? It's good to introduce yourself. Try to gather as much information as you can from the person that you met. And now it's time for you to come and share some of that information with the rest of the class. I need 2 volunteers. 2 volunteers. Anybody would want to volunteer? If not, I'm going to have to choose. Freddie, would you like to be a volunteer? Okay, very good. I'm glad I didn't have to call out. I'm glad that you decided to volunteer, that you were going to share the information with the class. Okay, how about Freddie, you come first and tell us who did you meet at this gathering and what information did you gather from this person?
Okay. I met Jack Smith, the father of John, worked at a real estate company in Brickell, Florida.
Oh, very good. So you met the father of John. And John is a real estate agent. Very good. And he works in Brickell. Very good. Very nicely done. Thank you so much. You may sit. Okay, Gotti? Who did you meet? Tell us who did you meet and what information you gathered from this person.
As we meet a Jesse Smith, a model and John, a working at Line Fin, Coral Gables, Florida.
Oh, so you met the mother
Yes.
of John.
Yes.
Oh, and she works at a law firm
Yeah.
in Coral Gables, Florida. So she's a lawyer.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. You may sit. Very good. Anybody else wants to share anything? No? Okay. So now you have an idea of what it is that you're supposed to do when you go to a gathering, okay? You're supposed to meet people, ask questions, and let them know what it is, you know, all kinds of information that you may find from this person. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the other questions that you can probably ask, you know, at a gathering. Other questions could be, do you live nearby? Do you live very far away? Maybe you would happen to go to the same school that John goes to. Or maybe you don't happen to go to the same school that John goes to. All these kinds of questions, okay? But of course, this is a birthday party of an 18-year-old, okay? If it's some other kind of celebration, there would be other questions that you would be asking, okay? Now, for the possible assessment, okay, I would like for you to actually go to a party, okay? Take pictures at this party. Choose 10 photos, 12 photos, okay? And I want you to create a PowerPoint presentation, okay? In this presentation, you are to ask questions, the exact same questions that I wrote on the board, but I'm also going to give you a handout with additional questions. And I want you to place the answers to these questions underneath the photos, okay, as captions. And I want you to have music in the background. You are to bring this assignment to class next time. And of course, we're going to share the videos, okay, in class. Now, some of you might say, but Miss, I don't have a party, to go to. That's fine. Maybe you went to a party in the past. Maybe you have pictures saved of this party that you went to. That's perfectly fine. Just choose the 10 or 12 photos of that party that you happen to go to a little while back, and do the same thing, okay? Choose the best pictures, okay? And create the PowerPoint presentation. Do the captions, and then be prepared to come back to class, okay? And share that information in class. Now, with pronunciation issues, I do want to say, Gotti, when you spoke to us about who it was that you met, I believe that you said that you met Jesse Smith, okay? So, the correct way of pronunciating, okay, law firm, okay, is law firm. And the name of the city is Coral Gables. Coral Gables, Florida. Very good, Gotti. Very, very good. And Freddie, I know that I heard a little bit of a mispronunciation when you read the words real estate. Okay, so it's real estate. Real estate, very good. And then the name of the city is Brickell. Brickell, Florida is the state. Good job. Overall, you did a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job, okay? Are there any questions? No questions. Everybody understand what it is that you're supposed to be doing with the PowerPoint presentation? Any questions there? None whatsoever. We know that we're supposed to do choose 10 pictures, write captions underneath it, include music, and be prepared to come back to class and share with one another. Everybody understood? Yes.
How
long is the PowerPoint presentation to be? That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked that question. I would say anywhere between 5 or 7 minutes, because it's only 10 pictures. You're not going to be adding 20 pictures or anything like that, and you're putting your little captions underneath. It should not take you more than 5 to 7 minutes. Okay? So be prepared to come to class ready with your PowerPoint presentation. Okay? Good job, boys and girls. Good job. Thank you so much for your attention.